Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Bazzle Spot Live, where I'll be, pressing some buttons and hopefully knocking some Pokemon out. That is indeed the plan. Okay, so we find someone straight away. Actually, straight into this. Whoosh. Um, and he's got a rain team with Tapu Koko and Tapu Lele. Metagross as well. Metagross, Kartana. Okay, Kartana is a little bit of an issue for this team. Okay, I mean, I normally against rain, normally against rain, I lead Raichu and Butterfree. Normally against everything, I lead Raichu and Butterfree. but I'm gonna do it. It's just the problem with doing this is if he leads with like his Kartana and Tapu Lele, and his Katana can survive a Shatter Taiki, basically. So if it's Focus Sash or Assault Vest, maybe too. So those are the potential traps, potential problems you might have here. But I'm going to go with these two. And whew, I mean, Delmise looks pretty good here, doesn't it? To be honest, Delmise looks very good here. I think I want the Lele for the terrain business. But I mean, it's either Delmise or Incineroar here. I mean, Incineroar, yeah, we'll go with Delmise. I have faith. My faith is restored in the Delmise after that video earlier on in this week. So come on, Delmise, you lovely bit of seaweed. And Anchor, obviously. Let's see how we go then. Can't remember. Was this guy from the United States? Can't remember. Right then. So what have we got? It's just a Pelipper Golduck lead. Okay, so we've got rain. I'm pretty sure we were in this position a couple of days ago, weren't we? And or maybe not a couple of days ago. It was at some point in the past. And so I'm basically going to go for a fake out into the Pelipper because I don't want him getting his Tailwind up alongside mine. He might protect his Golduck as well, expecting me to fake out his Golduck. If he does bring in his Tapu Lele, Pelipper is not grounded, so I can fake it out. Golduck does protect there. That is fantastic. This is exactly how... well, okay, I don't mind him double protecting there. I mean, I suppose it keeps his Sash intact, but this is exactly what I like to see in this position because I can Tailwind now. And Butterfree won't be faster than Golduck unless it's like modest and doesn't have too much speed investment or whatever. But Raichu does, so I can Encore it and I can put the Pelipper to sleep. So Sleep Powder, 97% accurate, as I'm sure you might have been rusty, you might not have known that. I haven't told you enough times. Okay, so Golduck withdraws, so he can probably see an Encore or something coming like that, but or maybe even just a Thunderbolt. But we're gonna put the Pelipper to sleep. That's the important thing because we don't want it Tailwinding. Yeah, we do hit the Sleep Powder, which is fantastic. It does mean he can bring in his Golduck again at some point in the future and threaten, but I do feel like the Encore was kind of necessary there just to cover ourselves, if you know what I mean. So now, well, he hasn't got any sort of lightning rod, has he? Nothing on his team actually really wants to take a Thunderbolt. I mean, an Assault Vest Katana is probably the best thing he's got, potentially, to take a Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt into the Pelipper and Sleep Powder into the Tapu Lele. If the Tapu Lele doesn't protect, then it might be choiced in some way. If it does protect, then that's good information too. Expecting a Sash... Excuse me. Expecting a Sash there. But I'm hoping he doesn't get the first turn Wake. Because if he does, he'll probably be going for his own Tailwind too. So, we'll see. So 1 in 3 dice roll, and we get that one. Nice. Good. So Pelipper's still asleep. Both of his Pokemon are asleep now. Feeling pretty decent about this. You know what? I've just had a thought. I wonder if Butterfree learns Struggle Bug. Didn't that used to be a TM? Okay, because that'd be nice to struggle bug here. That'd be fantastic, actually. But anyway, let's play with the tools that we've got in front of us. Yeah, let's go for a Thunderbolt into the Tapu Lily then. Let's not mess around and just Bug Buzz the Pelipper. My Tailwind will be ending at some point soon, but I have not taken any damage yet, so I will be able to Tailwind again, basically. Well, hopefully, anyway. Unless his Tapu Lily is faster than my Butterfree and wakes up. So yeah, my Tailwind wears off now, and this is kind of what I'm thinking, because his Golduck's going to come back in now, and I guess he needs to double into my Butterfree to knock it out. What did I have? I had Tapu Lily and Delmise. Delmise looks very nice here. Don't think we've seen his last Pokemon, have we? No. Yeah, Delmise is looking pretty nice. So I think I want to Tailwind again, and I'm just going to. What does Raichu want to do here? I mean, how long have we got of rain? Yeah, this is the last turn of rain too, and his Pelipper is gone, hasn't it? So, oh no, it hasn't. It's switched out. Or what did it get knocked out? I can't remember. So I'm just gonna Thunderbolt or Thunderbolt and Tailwind here. Yeah, the Pelipper did get knocked out, didn't he? So after this last turn, the rain is no more. So he's going for his Z move now. He should be targeting the Raichu with this. LC should just Scald into the or maybe he hasn't got Scald or hide, whatever, into the Butterfree. Yeah, so I don't mind that. We're losing the Raichu here, but even if the Tapu Lily does wake up here and it is faster than the Butterfree and it does attack, I have still got the Focus Sash and I will definitely get my Tailwind off. So there we go. At the end of that, I don't mind because the rain is ending here, and we've got the Tailwind. So now Butterfree will be faster than his Golduck now, which is good. It's very good. Who do we want then? Delmise or Tapu Lily? I suppose if I put in my Tapu Lily, the fear is he's got his Metagross in the back. That is indeed a fear. Delmise in Tailwind, not doing anything. Well, obviously it can one-shot either of these Pokemon, but it's not pressuring anything. It's not faster than both of them, than either of them rather. So I think, I don't know, worst case scenario is it, I mean the worst case scenario is he has got the Metagross. If he's got the Katana, then the Katana is not going to appreciate like 2 Psychics in the Psychic terrain, so I am going to Psychic the Golduck, and I am going to Sleep Powder the Tapu Lele. That is my current plan of action. Golduck actually survives that. Okay, I kind of expected that to knock it out. But even still, I mean, he's probably going to knock out the Butterfree here, I guess. But even still, we should be okay. He's actually going for an Encore. Okay. Well, that was a little bit of a... I don't like to use the word misplay, because it often gets used wrongly. But that was a misplay, because I think he thought he was still faster than my Butterfree. But I've got Tailwind and he hasn't got his Rain anymore. So, yeah, I mean, I'm Encored into Sleep Powder now, but do I mind? No, not really. So I'm going to Psychic into the... okay, so the terrain's gone now. Maybe I do mind. Okay, so... Right, I'm going to Psychic into the Golduck, and I'm actually going to switch into Delmise here. I'm Assault Vested. If the Tapu Lele does wake up, it's not going to do too much damage to my Delmise. And yeah, I kind of expected the Protect there, but his Tapu Lele isn't really going to do anything here. Yeah, especially if it stays asleep, as it does do. So now, well, now we can go for a very safe, again, Psychic into the Golduck, and If the Golduck stays in, it gets knocked out. If it switches into Metagross, he can't switch his Tapu Lele, and so I'm going to go for an Anchor Shot into the Tapu Lele, which will knock it out. So if he has got Metagross, we should, I suppose, be bringing it in. Maybe I'm focusing too much on the Metagross. If he's got Katana, then, well, maybe that could be an issue for us too, but his Tapu Lele stays asleep, so it's not going to beat all 3 of my remaining Pokemon. So Anchor Shot, once again, there we go, nice one. Good. And there we go, so Tailwind ends. And we'll see finally what his last Pokemon is. The suspense. What is it? Oh, it's Kartana. Okay. Okay. What is what is he going to do? Is he going to Smart Strike the Tapu Lele? I mean, because it's not really doing anything, is it? You know what? I'm gonna Psychic the Katana. I'm just gonna stay in. I hope he Smart Strikes my Tapu Lele. I'm gonna go for a Bulldoze, which might seem a bit silly, but going for a Bulldoze means that Butterfree will be faster than it, and it'll just knock it out with a Bug Buzz. So he actually goes for a Night Slash into the Delmise, which, yeah, I was thinking I could maybe switch the Tapu Lele into the Butterfree there, but you know, it really doesn't matter. His speed drops as well as mine, so the speed drop on my Tapu Lele really doesn't matter there. It's basically just ensuring now that my Butterfree is faster and will knock it out. And if he is Scarfed for whatever reason, then you know, he's Scarfed into, you know, Night Slash or whatever, but you know, he's gone down. So Delmise, yeah, he did something again, which is wonderful. You know, I like seeing Delmise do something. You know, all these Pokemon that sort of often get overlooked and everything, and they're actually not that bad. I mean, we have got a few sort of Grass Ghost options now. Not that this slot needs to be a Grass Ghost type, to be honest. You know, I've been talking enough to you know, my friends, Jamie Boyd in particular, about how Katana probably is a bit better in this Delmise slot. It's just, you know what? Katana isn't green. And I like having colourful teams. I suppose Delmise does help with Trick Room as well. In some way, I guess. And Bulldoze does open up some nice options as well. But yeah, you know, we're getting there. So someone from Italia with a higher rating than ourselves, with a Primarina. That's interesting. And an Oranguru, which is not something that you see very much these days, which kind of surprises me because I still think Oranguru is actually a really, really, really good Pokemon. But you know what? Let's do something. Okay, so if I'm thinking Raichu Butterfree. Worst case scenario for that is he goes with Tapu Lele and his Garchomp. If he does do that, I can Shattered Psyche his Garchomp and hope it's not a Sash or Assault Vest. And go from there. So yeah, I'm just going to go with Raichu Butterfree. I'm doing this as well because if he does go Trick Room mode, I can put the Oranguru to sleep. Incineroar definitely here. Because he has got the Celesteela Marowak combination. And what do we want out of the rest of them? I mean, Gyarados would be alright here, I suppose. Delmise would be alright too. I'm thinking Gyarados, maybe. No, maybe Tapu Lele. Just because, yeah, we'll go with Tapu Lele. Sorry, Gyarados. Just because I want something else to be able to hit the Primarina. Else that could potentially be a problem. And Tapu, obviously Delmise hits Primarina a lot harder than Tapu Lele. He actually does go Tapu Lele Garchomp. But I didn't really fancy the Delmise here. Okay. Well, he can't really Earthquake next to his thingy. Yeah, well, like I said, in team preview, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go for a Shattered Psyche into the Garchomp, and hope it knocks it out. Hopefully it's not Assault Vest. Hopefully it's not Focus Sash. Butterfree, do you want to protect here? How much are we willing to bank on this Shattered Psyche knocking the Garchomp out? I'm going to bank on it. I'm going to Tailwind. This could be an ugly turn. It could be a very pretty turn as well, though. And we all like our pretty turns, don't we? So, come on then. Chop chop, Shattered Psyche. It is a nice animation. I do like Shattered Psyche. Like, as a move, I suppose. It does look quite nice. But that's going down slowly. But it goes down fully. And that is the important thing. And so, yeah, good. I'm glad here that I didn't protect with Butterfree. Just because... it was a Life Orb Lily. Just because now I have got the Tailwind. And he hasn't got any Coco, don't think, did he? Or any Finny. So I'm free to just start putting things to sleep here. It's interesting, isn't it? Like a comparison between Z moves and the gems. Like, I'm not sure how many people watching this played back in 2013 and 2012 and 2011 when the gems were around. But, yeah, I mean, they both take up an item slot. They both make one move very, very powerful. But it's interesting. I did like the gems. My Worlds team in 2013, I think, had 4 Pokemon with gems on it. So yeah, there is that. There's only the restriction of 1 that you can have now. But anyway, let's make some moves. So what have we got? Incineroar, Tapu Lily. Yeah, so this Primarina is scaring me a little bit. So I'm just going to go very obvious, just for a Thunderbolt into it and a Sleep Powder into the Tapu Lele. If he does protect the Tapu Lele and like survives the Thunderbolt obviously and knocks out my Butterfree, then at least we're getting this nice chip damage off with the Thunderbolt. But yeah, it's all falling into place. My evil dastardly plan. We'll see what the Primarina does here now though. Sparkling Aria, okay. Into both of them. It's a spread move. Oh, it hit Tapu Lele too. Oh, okay. That's just like a surf then. Okay. Well, there we go. I've learned something new. I didn't actually know that. It's a little bit scary, to be honest. Didn't know it had a spread move like that. So maybe I would have played that turn a little bit differently if I had the knowledge. But now I definitely do have the knowledge. So we haven't seen anything else, have we? Yeah, if it's... I mean, this is why Incineroar's so good. If it's Marowak, I don't care. If it's Celesteela, I don't care. If it's Oranguru, maybe I care a little bit more. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. So, will a Moonblast knock out the Primarina? Don't know. I'm going to go for a Darkest Lariat and Dazzling Gleam, actually. Just because if his Tapu Lele wakes up, I don't think it'll knock anything out. We did see a Life Orb on it, but I mean, this might even just knock his Tapu Lele out anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to... And I suppose I was a little bit worried about him protecting the Primarina there too, but... yeah, this should knock it out. Yeah, it does do. Good. So, Primarina actually looking a little bit threatening, to be honest there. But whatever he's got now, Incineroar will win this game for me. So, Celesteela, one-shot it. Marowak can one-shot it. Oranguru is going to do nothing to me. So, we've got this game. Incineroar, locking things up. And it's a Celesteela, okay? So, just like the end of, one of these previous games, just Flare Blitz, Dazzling Gleam, to knock it out. Excellent. And watch it have an Occa Berry now and like Earthquake or something. Phew. Begin to scare myself there. Yeah. Even if it did have a knockup area, it would still probably take about 60% or so. It would take a lot of damage, and I suppose it would have to have earthquake for it to have any sort of chance. Maybe even an earthquake wouldn't. I suppose with that recoil, it probably would have knocked the Incineroar out actually. But either way, there we go. Nice one. Doing some business. Successful video. Thank you very much for your attention for these last 20 minutes. I hope your attention has brought you joy and merriment, and you've enjoyed this time that we have spent together. So thank you very much, guys. Please like and share if you have enjoyed it, and goodbye for now.